Alrighty, folks, we got the Silver Sun pickups keeping us rocking there with Lazy Eye on WRSE. This is 88.7 FM Elmhurst College Radio Good Times Sunday on every Sunday from 6 to 8 p.m. Very glad to be here with, once again, Mr. Marcel Forrest, a.k.a. Chubbs. What's going on, man?
Nothing much, man.
Thank you very much for being back on. You were on, do you remember the exact date or kind of time you were on last year?
It was somewhere between the last week in December. No, you know when it was? It was in January.
January. Okay.
So
remember, it was cold out because you and I, we met through work actually. We basically worked at the same place doing different things. And this one day, basically, when I first started working there, so yeah, that had to be like December-ish. I think is whenever we took the rides. It had to be like January that you were on. But basically, work thought that if I saw what the actual couriers do, that's what you would do at this place where we were working. And they thought that if I took a ride with an actual courier, then I would kind of understand what my job is better. Long story short, whatever. So we're driving, and Marcel's a super cool dude, just from the very start. And then he goes, "Hey man, I actually write songs. I write music. You should check it out." Remember, we just drove and we just listened to it, and it's just really good music, man. I don't know anyone else that puts out that kind of music. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I know that, there are people out there that do it, but the way that you do it's different. It's got this emotion scene setting up. I don't even know how to put it, but you write good stuff that I would never think to write. We obviously write different styles of music, but something that I would never think to write, never think to like throw in. And you're really good at what you do. So why don't you tell people what it is that you make?
Well, I produce a multi-genre style of music. I produce house music.
Okay.
I do hip-hop. And clarify that, not just hip-hop like commercial rap. I'm talking about like the underground, jazz classics, things from back in the day like De La Soul, Tribe Called Quest, that era of hip-hop. I also do R&B and neo-soul. Jazz and blues, believe it or not. Better off with the jazz than I am the blues, though. And the ambient chill is when you first met me. I was working on that particular genre. And so I moved on from there. It's funny, too, last time we were talking about were they considered songs or tracks. And I said, in order for my tracks to be considered a song, to me, in my personal opinion, it had to have lyrics to it.
Totally.
And I didn't do lyrics then. But you notice I'm saying then.
Yeah. And
so now I've
Yeah.
stepped into a new way of producing music. It sounds so much better with words to it,
Yeah.
And so I just started that. So please don't ask me to sing anything.
So then, tell me about the words that you actually throw in. Now, this is you putting them in? Like, this is you physically speaking them, singing them, writing them, or are you using?
Not yet. I'm getting the ideas together because most of the lyrics that I put now on my tracks are either samples that I can grab from like various recordings from back in the day, a long time ago, things like that, or just little phrases here and there that you can pick up to add to like a house track.
Okay.
Now, as far as the vocals go, I haven't actually made a track with my own vocals on there because I'm still in the beginning stages, so I'm getting the programs together.
Sure.
Things that'll help me sound better, like our famous auto-tuner.
Yes, right, right.
So I got those programs together. Now I'm figuring out how to use them in a better way that suits my style. Because singing is not easy. I thought that auto-tuner did everything. If you can't hold a note, you're still going to sound bad. You're just going to sound bad with auto-tuner.
Yeah, you have to have singing is not easy, but nothing is easy, I guess. It all takes work. I always wonder if there really are people out there that just cannot sing. Like, without lessons, without anything. I feel like everybody, if they put their time into it, can do it, I would think, right?
I don't know.
Maybe that's just me having that positive attitude. Yeah.
I'm terrible.
Okay.
And so that's why I got this program so that I can get a little better.
Okay.
Because, the programs really work. Most of them are by this company called Antares.
Okay.
They're the ones who made Autotuner. And so they have multiple things. Like I picked up the Harmony Engine Evo packet that they have, which, by the way, if our listeners are listening and you're into vocals and you have the proper program, is actually on sale now. That was just a plug for Antares. It's on sale for like $60, and normally it's $250.
Okay.
So I grabbed it right away.
Right.
It's like a 4-day thing. So the sale is over midnight Monday. So for $60, you're halfway there with the vocals.
Okay.
If that's what you decide to do.
Right on, which is what you have pretty much decided to do now. So now you just be moving on to the next step.
Yeah, which is writing and trying to control the squeaky voice.
Yeah, right. Right on, man. How much more equipment do you think you've picked up since the last time we've talked to now?
I think from the last time we talked until now, I had 2 keyboards since then, another turntable, this MIDI controller. Most of everything else has been software, you know, picking up different programs here and there. I'm still working with Reasons and Mixcraft, but now I've added that, like I said, that VST, the plug-in for the auto-tune and things like that, which enhances those programs. And the other program I was talking about too, Melodyne. I think the proper name is Ceremony Melodyne or something like that.
Okay.
That program is good for adjusting vocals because not only can you adjust when I say adjust the vocal, I mean like literally the vocals will be broke down in the program. You can literally grab that wrong note and drop it or raise it to the right pitch. So if you're sounding like you're being choked or squeezed, you can take that note and you can stretch it out, shorten it, drop it in the right pitch, so you don't have to sing the whole song over again.
Right.
You know, so I never thought a program like that would exist, but it apparently does.
Okay.
So
Excellent.
I picked up those things.
Well, hey, man, that sounds really, really, really cool. Is there anything that you haven't done yet that you're looking forward to doing down the road? Like something, like, okay, so now you're going to be working on vocals, you're also going to be working on, as far as the non-equipment side goes, you're going to be working on writing lyrics, throwing, your own words in there. Is there anything that you would like to add in that you haven't done yet? 'Cause I don't know what else you would add in that you haven't, but like the next step after this.
I don't know. That's a good question. Because when I first met you, I was talking about trying to learn how to play guitar, and that didn't work out too good.
Okay.
You know, guitar, I'll take my chances with vocals before I try to master guitar.
Sure.
So that would be something I would like to add because I've got ideas for guitar parts in my songs. But outside of that, I'm really not sure yet, what it is I want to do. I know what it is I do now, and I just enhancing on that. But I actually think I've done it all, or close to.
Do you think, so then the main instruments you'll be playing then are just this here, like you got this MIDI keyboard setup kind of thing?
Yeah, that's just for the purposes of the studio, to control the program. But I actually play piano though. That's why I was trying to learn how to play guitar, because the chords and the notes is pretty much the same type of, machine. We talked about that last time I was here. But when it comes to playing it, I realized the difference that was there. And so, like, matter of fact, that track you're playing there now, that's a really good background track with a nice little light guitar on there. But see, that's the producer side of me. That's just an old jazz sample that I just take and I just chop and screw it.
Yeah.
And that's actually the bass line. That's me playing that.
Right on.
And so the jazz track is still playing, but I played the bass line in there to give it that old feel, But then that breaks down too, and it gets into the more hip hop style of the track.
You think you'll ever get to the point where, and I'm sure it's at least something that you would keep open. But then again, I'm just kind of saying it here, but something that I could imagine was, would you ever be willing to work with other artists, like vocal artists or someone that's looking for a track to sing over to do something on?
Absolutely, absolutely. That's one of my. I would say we could put that in the category of things I haven't done yet that I want to expound on more. In my mind, I visually see myself as a producer that's not exclusive to just either one style of music or just, one style of, how can I put this? I would like to work with multiple people to do things. It's producers out there that do that, and I envy those guys to a certain point because I would like to be like that. Known for working with this person, have my hands in this, or have my hands in that, and not so much tied down to a record label,
Totally.
I would like to work with different people.
And then have, almost be your own label, in a sense, not have to be told, I'm sure, what to do and this and that.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll open up a company or something, or even just, your own pub, you're like, I was going to say publishing name, but know what I'm looking for is, but yeah, make your own label, make your own, something where whenever artists come and work with like you, it's produced by Chubbs or whatever. Now, is that also a name that you think you're going to keep?
Chubbs?
Yeah, Chubbs.
Oh, yeah. This is my studio name, Chubbs Studios.
Now, where does Chubbs come from? I think I asked you last time.
Yeah, that was actually comical how it came about. Before, when I was really into the music, I was on the DJ side of it. Then I took a break, and when I came back to the music, I gained a nice amount of weight because a lot of things happened between it. I wound up getting married, I wound up injuring myself playing ball, so the weight came, you know. And when I got back into music, I was like, man, what's a name that will fit me? And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go with Chubbs since I'm all chubby now.
No, man. No, I was gonna just mention because I mean, you know, you're not a chubby guy. I mean, you know, there are some chubby guys out there, man.
When I first came up with the name, though, in comparison to what I used to weigh, I was like $160. Okay. You know, by the time I came back into it, I gained like 50 pounds. You know, so now I'm over the 200 mark. It ain't no going back.
Yeah, it's hard to go back. That's for sure. Yeah, man. But you know, man, that's all right though, man. I'll tell you something though. I know that one thing is like, you know, you sent me all these tracks a couple days back, and you actually are doing different things here. Like you got house songs, you got rap songs, right? You got electronic songs. Like you said that there are really three main groups that you've been working with, right? Like three main styles of music, right?
Yeah, for like the last year.
How do you know? I mean, you know, like what would that last song, that jazz song, that fall into more what, easy listening or?
No, that will fall into, personally to me, that falls under the hip hop category.
Okay.
You know?
It's a good track.
Or like you said, it could be easily listening. But what would you actually lyrically? What would you put with that track? And when you think about that, then maybe you can find a genre for it. Could it be like spoken word, or could it be like I said, hip hop? You know, can you sing to it? I don't know.
Right.
You know, I know somebody out there with the lyrical talent. If they heard that and that's what they were feeling, they could write something to it.